for TTN HD Production Live, here with director-producer Kevin Finn. Tell me about Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie.
Well, it's basically a movie based on a web series that my creative partner developed about 7 years ago. And it's a show where he critiques retro video games from like the 80s, be it Nintendo or Sega or Atari, and whatnot. So anyway, so he's been doing that for quite a while, and he kind of, touched on a pulse of this whole gaming thing that's going on, right now. You kind of see it in a lot of, pop culture and movies and whatnot. But, like I said, he kind of just sparked something with like the gaming community. And basically overnight it became this kind of global sensation where it's just like people all over the world are just like crazy about it. Yeah. And he's got a site, cinemassacre.com, which I've been involved with since the beginning, and he's basically been my writing creative partner for quite some time. And probably about 4 years ago, he came to me with this idea. He was like, Kevin, I wanna do this review for like my 100th episode, like a special anniversary kind of thing. He's like, I'm thinking about doing the movie E.T.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, cool, E.T., I love that movie. Like, was that like a shitty game? He's like, yeah, it's the worst game of all time. I'm telling a little bit of the story here. But,
yeah, no, go for it.
So it's like, he's like, yeah, it's the worst game of all time. And I'm like, oh, cool, what was so bad about it? He's like, oh, it's just infamous. It was so bad that it bankrupted Atari. And so for years, like that was in 1982, for a couple years, there was no video games. It was just like the dark ages for video games, just because based on this one game.
What did the nerds do?
What did the nerds do without video games, right? Yes, and not only that, there's this like, even like more mysterious, there's this legend that Atari recalled all the games, drove them out to New Mexico, and buried them in the desert. So it's become this kind of like holy grail for video games.
So there's all these nerds in the desert searching for them?
Exactly. Like, true story. Like, people go out there, people have gone missing. Like, people basically go out there. And so we were talking, I was like, hold the phone, dude. Let's not do this on the internet. Let's like make like a feature film out of this. Yeah. This sounds like an Indiana Jones, kind of like nerdy road trip, like Wayne's World kind of thing. And let's just do something awesome.
Are you big into video games as well?
I was one of those ones that was like big into it when, in the 80s and the 90s, and I kind of, after Super Nintendo, kind of fell off, and now just play every once in a while. But for me, like so many of us, once it got beyond like 2 to 6 buttons on the game controller, like it kind of lost me. So we focused on the old stuff, and I remember the old stuff fondly, but I'm not a huge gamer.
And you have a lot of experience producing and directing television as well?
Yeah, television, commercials, music videos. I've probably been doing this for about 10 years. And this is my first feature, which is very exciting. But I've produced shows, a lot of reality in the past 6 years, like The Biggest Loser, MasterChef, Roseanne's Nuts, stuff for Comedy Central. So it's been a lot of fun.
Wonderful. And is there a website for the Nerd movie that we can check out, or a personal website that we can look at?
Absolutely. Feel free to check out cinemassacre.com, as well as evilempireEntertainment.tv.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, and best of luck with your upcoming projects.
Yeah, thank you, Katie. Pleasure.
Yeah. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for TTN HD Production Live.